Hi guys, welcome to Crazy Burger. So we are continuing our video series Evercade What If, and in this video we're going to be looking at Electronic Arts. Now they are most famous for games such as FIFA Soccer, NHL Hockey, the John Madden series, Desert Strike, Jungle Strike, lots and lots of great games. However, is it even likely that we'll see this on Evercade? You never really know, so this is really just what if. Let's have a look at those games. So first up, we're going to be looking at Desert Strike. Now this was a gaming series that I absolutely loved on the Mega Drive / Genesis. I know there were different versions on the various different formats, but it was the Mega Drive games that I remember playing. And obviously Desert Strike was the first in the series, and it was so addictive stuff. It was fantastic. Obviously it was probably inspired heavily by the war in Iraq at that particular time in the early 90s. And obviously it probably sold loads based on that, but what a fantastic gaming series that was. There was Desert Strike, then Jungle Strike, and then the third game was Urban Strike, and I think I owned all of them. I'm not sure if there was any other games after that, and as I said, there was various different sort of versions of this on the different formats, but fantastic gaming series, really cool. And yes, this sort of video will probably primarily be based on console games. I'm not really sure if Electronic Arts done any arcade games, but it'll be all console games I'm concentrating in this video, and this one certainly would be up there as one of the best. So if you owned any of the consoles like the Mega Drive, Genesis or the SNES in the early 90s to mid 90s, you would be well aware of this gaming series. This is EA Hockey, or it later became known as NHL Hockey. What a fantastic, addictive sports games these were. Now you didn't even need to be a fan of ice hockey to enjoy them, and I really wasn't at all, but I got interested in the sport a little bit and thoroughly enjoyed the games. It was really addictive and fantastic as a multiplayer experience as well. I really enjoyed this. This is probably one of my most played sort of Mega Drive games from back in the day, and now this is probably the version, if we could get something, it might be this one that doesn't really have a lot of the licensing attached to it, which is probably, I think it might be the first game. The later versions had so much licensing it's probably unrealistic to expect NHL 94, for example. It might even be unrealistic to expect any of these games anyway, but if we could, it would be great to get this gaming series. It was so good. So if we got Electronic Arts on Evercade, for sure FIFA Soccer would have to be at the top of that list. This was a very iconic title released. It was pretty different to everything else at the time. It had lots of atmosphere, didn't really have the greatest gameplay, to be honest, but obviously now without this game we wouldn't have the sort of FIFA football that we've had every year pretty much since this release. Yeah, sometimes it does feel like we get the same game time and time again, but we've been addicted to this game for so long, and this was very iconic. Was it even a good game? Probably not, but it certainly is one I remember. I remember buying this at the same time as Sensible Soccer, which was a different game, but it complemented it well. So obviously I will have to highlight the other football game that was out there that was an absolute phenomenon as well. That was John Madden Football, and this was wildly popular. Even for me, I enjoyed it. I wasn't even an American football fan. I didn't really understand the game, but once I started playing this, I understood the rules and what happened, and I got very addicted to playing this as well. It was great stuff, and it's probably never been bettered since, to be honest. These games like NHL Hockey and John Madden probably never bettered. I would say arguably the FIFA Soccer games definitely got better, but going back to these games, I just think these were the best they ever got. Absolutely fantastic stuff. So sadly, we don't actually have enough golf games on Evercade, and if we could get one, I would absolutely love PGA European Tour. I just don't think this one would be likely due to all the different player licensing that would probably be required for these games. But this was fantastic. I spent so much time playing PGA European Tour. It is insane. But it was brilliant. I'm obviously not very good at it now. I just seem to hit left and right, just like the real thing, to be fair. But wow, these games were fantastic. Obviously, we got the Tiger Woods sort of PGA golf games later in the PlayStation errors, which were also brilliant as well. But I guess that would just be unattainable as well. I'm not really sure we'd ever see this on Evercade, to be honest. If we could see more golf games, maybe we could get the leaderboard series, which is obviously would be another video. But these games were really, really good. EA Sports really did know how to make sports games, for sure. So final game, and certainly not the least, this is Road Rash. Wow, another fantastically addictive title that I'm pretty sure most Mega Drive, Genesis, SNES owners will remember. I think there was Road Rash 1, 2 and 3, there was various different versions as well. I think the 3DO version out there was classed as pretty decent as well, but the Mega Drive versions are the ones that I played the most. Road Rash 1 and Road Rash 2 being the ones that I probably put in a heck of a lot of time into, and there was nothing more frustrating when you're so far out in the lead and then you crash and you go absolutely flying for miles, it seems, and you have to run all the way back to your bike. But wow, what a great gaming series this was. If we could get all these games in the one cart, how amazing would it be? I would even happily pay 50 quid for it, probably. So guys, let me know what other Electronic Arts games would you like to see if it ever came to Evercade. Obviously this isn't a predictions video, it's merely a Evercade what if. Thanks again for watching, we'll catch you again in the next one. Bye for now.